Hello everyone, welcome to the House on Redacted Street, a mystery game where we're sent to a house to figure out what happened. I've heard comparisons to The Case of the Golden Idol, one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm looking forward to playing this one. We have our introduction here. We've been given a task. Once we are at the house, we will investigate the residence until we fill out all the paperwork. We will be given more reports of paperwork to fill out the further we get into the residence. If I consent, use the space below to record your response. Why not? I'll put. The house's address number is blank blank. The house's street name is blank. The house's zip code is blank. Well, it looks like we are only available to access the outside area. We got some letters. Hey, long time no talk. There's a number right there we can probably use to figure out the house's address. Surely after all these years you can tell me why you quit the company. Alex Hughes, April 7th, 1963. Interesting. Okay. Is that the only letter? Hey letter. Hey neighbor, have you seen my rake? I'm worried that the nutcase in house 40, with our street's namesake, hung up in his window, ran off with it. Okay. So the street's namesake is hung up in his window somewhere. A drawing of an orange sits in the neighbor's window. Okay. A little clunky, but that's how we figure out it's Orange Street. Therefore, this is either 42 or it's 44 Orange Street, as we can see on the mailbox. No. This is 42 Orange Street. Let's see if we can fill that out right now. Is 4 and 2. The house's street name is Orange, and the zip code is the letter. I don't know what you're talking about with that M&M stuff. If you knew me or read my book, you know that I can't be the person you're looking for. From MD. Okay, well, we're looking for this one. 68901. 68901. Perfect, we filled out the form. Can we go inside now? We can. Okay, anything else worth investigating on the outside here? There's a trash can with a painting. A nice looking painting that looks like a bonfire of sorts at the racetrack, a parade perhaps. It's a tire swing that hasn't been used in a long time. I guess we'll head inside then. Let's go to the kitchen. Nice. There's old baking supplies in this cabinet, including cookie cutters in the shape of a cat, a tiger, a heart, and a Christmas tree. Will that be important? I do not know. What's this? Note to self, the booster should not be placed here. Weird, okay. So we gotta look for names and occupations. Got it. Mom, I would have never read Little Women if I knew your namesake died. Oh man, who dies in that one? Is it Joe? Oh, okay, we'll figure it out. A tax document listing Mr. McAllister as a full-time student at a trade school for electricians, specializing in antenna dishes. He was also a waiter on the side. Oh, oops. I think I just accidentally bumped this. Okay. What? Well, if he was a waiter on the side, would that be his most recent occupation? Well, I know it's McAllister. His last known occupation is... Ugh, I guess electrician, but we don't know that for sure yet. Papers declaring the divorce between blank and blank in 1964. The former wife will now go by her maiden name, which we do not know. Congratulations on the opening of Summit Capital, a new credit union. The group was started by 3 college friends, Alex, Adrian, and Baxter, who defy the odds to go into business together. Okay, cool. There's a painting there. Probably the one that was in the garbage can, right? A toy robot covered in dust. After assessing your daughter's faculties, I'm pleased to report that she is perfectly sound of mind. She has quite the imagination, and I wouldn't worry about this TV show that she's imagined for herself. It's healthy for young people to have an outlet for creativity. Melody and Harmony got married in Greece, and you promised to take them when I turn 13. Better start saving, Mom and Dad. Okay. Who are Melody and Harmony? And what's this book about? Written by Agatha Pope, photographed, done by the now famous director of the hit movies HP1 and HP2. Okay, there's a lot we can kind of dissect from the kitchen, but not all of it is all that helpful. Living room should get more done. Young Miss McAllister, age 10, won our fiction writing contest with our new original story, Melodies. I saw the characters, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We hear the Daily Clarion salute the creative wit of our young writer, and we one day, our dreams will come true. Okay. So the kid's name is McAllister. Probably not changed there. Anything? What's bundled up here? I don't know how you did it, but your electrician was a real genius. They made my TV trip work better than ever. Enjoy a tip. Oh, nice. Okay. I let myself in to take the thing my daughter brought with money from her first paycheck, but I couldn't find it. She said it was in the shape of a heart and used it in the shop where you two first met, which is still going strong. By the way, I can only imagine what this tragedy has done to you, but you can't shut yourself off from the world like this. What? I'm not even sure what that means, to be honest. A tragedy is the kid? The marriage of Mrs. and Mr. something McAllister? Well, okay, Mr. something McAllister. We know from the kitchen that there's an A name here. Alex, Adrian, and Baxter. So it could be Alex or Adrian. From left to right, the kids are labeled as Luis, Grace, and Cheryl. And Grace has the toy robot, which we know was in this house's kitchen earlier. Therefore, the child's name is probably Grace. Okay. Do we know enough about the wife to begin piecing together her maiden name? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's head on back to the kitchen. Is there anything outside that's worthwhile in this context? Oh, okay. So this is sent from Alex Hughes, which means it's not going to be It's not going to be Alex. Therefore, it's Adrian. Because why would Alex send a letter to himself? Adrian. Nice. Where did Hughes come from? Wouldn't this be McAllister? Yeah, where did I get Hughes from? Was there a reason I said Hughes? Or am I profoundly dumb? Okay, no worry there. Wife goes by maiden name. Mr. McAllister. Yeah, no, he was McAllister the entire time. I don't know why I said Hughes. What does the book tell us? Anything important? Probably not. Might just be a red herring, right? No, I need to figure out the Little Women thing. The wife's name. God, which one dies? Which one dies? Oh man. I just don't know. Ah, there we go. Here's something to go off of, probably. Electromagnetism, Somehow We Go On, Grief and Hope, An Implacable Voice, My Life with Selective Mutism, Lion Tamers, and Judicial Tales by Carl Swallow. Oh, okay. Corbin Green. I'll let myself then take the thing my daughter brought with money from her first paycheck, but I couldn't find it. It was in the shape of a heart and used it in the shop where you two first met. Okay, I think this is the father of the wife, making her green. Her last known occupation. I don't know her occupation, period. Do I? Do I? What do I have to go off of for her occupation? We're pretty confident about him being an electrician, right? So I don't really know. Yeah, I would have never read Little Women if I knew your namesake died. I fear this is going to have to be simply be I Google which sister dies in Little Women, because I don't have that piece of general trivia knowledge off the top of my head. I am now on my phone Googling which sister dies in Little Women. Ah, big spoiler to Little Women up ahead. The answer to that question is, in fact, Beth March. And then what do we know that she did? Was she a writer? Agatha Pope? No. We're looking for the name Beth Green. Is there something on the bookshelf we can use for that? No, not quite there. That's a note for the electrician who's the father. Oh, there's some footsteps there. There's deep boot marks burned into the rug. Weird. Weird. Let's pop back to the kitchen. Yeah, do we know anything about her occupation? I feel like there's probably a very obvious clue I'm missing. Yeah, okay. I could just guess on the form, I guess, but that seems antithetical. Note to self, the booster should not be placed here. What's the booster? Anything outside? MD. Weird. Weird. Okay, what are the options here? Baker, barista, electrician, singer, photographer, writer. Incorrect. I mean, let's see if I even have anything right on the other parts of the form. Ah, Baker was correct. Working backwards, how do we know that? Was it because she had all the baking supplies? Tasty Treats, the last book you ever needed. I'm not sure how I was meant to know that. Well, now we know it. Well, fair enough. Let's pop into the now open rooms. In this case, Adrian's room. Oh man, look at all this. What happened to your big guy? A beautiful painting. What's this form? Melodies, Melodies. Broadcast detail form. The main character... Oh, this is the TV show that the little girl was inventing, right? A beautiful painting. That's a painting. Dang. I can't believe it. Years after Grace disappeared into thin air, I turned on the TV, and what do I find on Channel 17? A full cartoon production of Melodies, Melodies. The show Grace dreamed up. It gets stranger because I asked my colleagues at the bank, my neighbors, and my family from out of state. This is the only house in the country that receives this broadcast. I have to find out why. What? What? The last appearance of all major characters. Melody, Grim Knight. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Oh, so we're figuring out how many episodes were in each season. Okay, so we know that season 2, episode 9 was the finale. Huge. From this, we also learn final season, episode 8. Okay, we'll figure it out. The main character, Melody, is a... Oh, I'm not sure. Oh no, is that the show? Dear Santa, please get me a blank, preferably the 57 model. It'd be the perfect snack for Obo. Too bad he's not real though. What is Obo? Maybe he's a dinosaur, given that he can just eat cars? I'm gonna put dinosaur for now. Looking for a lost show. I've never directed any cartoons. During the time when that Melody show would have been produced, I had a gig doing the photography for a sweet and tasty haha project. Oh, so that would have been the dessert book, right? I have watched and rewatched all 39 episodes of the show. It makes no sense. Only 39 episodes? I thought I might have been meaning about grief, like that book Beth made me read about. But then 2 seasons after the death of Melody's wife, the show just ends. My wife thinks I'm crazy studying a cartoon like this, but maybe this could somehow explain where our little girl disappeared all those years ago. I mean, yeah. I'm touched that you think I might be the person who did the blank for that show, but as you can probably tell by this letter, what you asked about is not my best skill set. Writing. He's not the writer. From CA Summer Air Conditioning. What is this? This is weird. Last week I thought it meant something that the first and final season both had the same number of episodes, but that was a dead end. Then I spent another day writing down everything the sea-dwelling and entirely insufferable Harmony says. Beth wants me to give this up. She thinks I'm obsessing about this cartoon instead of moving on, but there's something strange about this house. I've always known it. Maybe if I track down the people listed in the credits, they can explain what's going on. I mean, that makes enough sense. Weird. Okay, we do know that the episode... Okay, so there's 39 total episodes. And we know the first and last seasons have the same number. And I'm pretty sure the final season is season 5, maybe, right? A lot to unpack here. We'll go to Grace's room to see if there's anything we can do there. The #1 werewolf movie of 1955. That's funny. An ant farm. Where all the ants inside are shriveled and dead. The model is labeled 57. Ah, he is not a dinosaur. He is an anteater. The ants will be a good snack for Obo. Is the season climactic battle between Melody and Skeleton Trombone from season 1, episode 8 of MM. Even though she was missing her home's favorite color, maybe she'll grow up to be an artist. What about drawing 1? It's only half as long as the first one. At least it has this swell moment of harmony. Oh no. This is wild. Oh no, in 59? God. What else do I need to know about the show? The main character. Harmony is a horse? Okay. Is a horse. And what is climactic battle between Melody and Skeleton Trombone? Okay, so Melody's a zebra then. And now we just gotta figure out the episode counts. Okay, I'm not sure what these do for us. Anything else worth discovering in this room? I don't think so. I think this room is designed to be where you find all of the character types. Let's figure out the episode counts of the season. What is going on here? Okay, so it is 39 episodes. We have that confirmed for sure. What else do we know? Season 3, episode 4. I guess Harmony is the one who dies in season 3, right? And then the rest of the show is about her dealing with the loss? I just don't know. The first and final season have the same number of episodes. I think there's only 5 seasons, right? Oh, not that. At some point, my cursor got misaligned from the game itself. I had to click like right below everything to actually like access it. Season 1 and season 3 have this. No, the first and final season have the same number of episodes. We'll need to do the math there. I think actually, wait. 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4. We need to get to 30. If season 3 has half the number of episodes as season 1, based on the one thing from Grace's room. Are there any other clues I can use to figure out the episode number counts? Not that one, not that one, not that one. Anything in there? I don't see anything. Okay, let's jump back to Grace's room and see if that helps at all. Season's climactic battle. So there's at least 8 episodes in season 1, right? Actually, that's a good point. We should go and see how many. Season 3. Okay, there's at least 9 episodes in seasons 1 and 5, because we've learned previously that the first and final seasons have the same number of episodes, and there's at least 9 episodes in the final season, because the final season, episode 8, and then one more with episode Melody, therefore at least 9. If a number is going to be divided equally into a half by a separate... another note in Grace's room mentioned that season 3 has half the episodes of season 1. Therefore, I think this is 10 and 10. This is 5, and this here is also 5. Not correct. Darn, okay. Where did I screw up? It's only half as long as the first one. Okay. It's only half as long as the first season, and we know from previous explorations that season... Back to Adrian's room. Season 1. We know for a fact season 2 it has only 9 episodes, just period. Is it possible that the final season is not season 6? We only really have evidence of season of maybe. I think we have 5 seasons for sure, because it's season 4 and then final season. Why would he label it final season if it's going to be just season 4 again? So I'm pretty sure it's 5 seasons. Yeah, okay, there's 5 seasons because there's 2 seasons after the death of Melody's wife, which is the shocking death of Harmony in season 3. This show suddenly ends, so it is 5 seasons for sure. 10 plus 10 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5. Ugh, is it possible that season 1 only has like... Weird. Is there anything worth checking in the kitchen, perhaps, about the show? Whoa. Melody and Harmony got married in Greece, and you promised to take me there. Okay, so those are the characters in the show. There was that one clip in the living room that might be useful. Oh, that's sad in retrospect, that her dreams will come true of making a TV show when the TV show, I guess, mysteriously did in fact appear somewhere there. Okay, let's pop back to Grace's room and see if there's any further clues I just missed previously. The season's climactic battle between Melody and Skeleton Trombone from Season 1, Episode 8 of MM. Even though she was missing our home's favorite color. What does that mean? Huh. Weird. Oh, that scared me. That scared me. Okay, first and final season both had the same number of episodes. It's been another day writing down everything the sea-dwelling and entirely insufferable Harmony Wait, sea-dwelling? Oh my god, is he a seahorse? Okay. Melody's best friend Obo's an anteater, I'm pretty confident about that. Zebra, wait a second, if she was missing the house's favorite color... It's blue. Okay, so then what? Look at Grace's room. They mentioned that she was missing... Melody is not a zebra. Melody is a tiger. And Obo's an anteater. Well, then what does that tell us about all of this stuff here? We still apparently have the wrong number of episodes or something like that. Okay. I feel pretty confident. Yeah, so it's a tiger. It's a tiger, Melody, and Skeleton Trombone, which is a hilarious character. It's only half as long as the first one. Back to Adrian's room. Yeah, 39 episodes, 100% confirmed. 2 seasons after the death of Melody's wife. Melody's wife being Harmony, who dies in Season 3, Episode 4. So the final season is in fact Episode 5, or Season 5. Therefore, what? Final episode of series. Nothing there. Nothing there. I guess he has to be a seahorse, right? Yeah, because the joke being that it's a horse that lives in the sea, but is it literally a horse? I guess it's a seahorse. Like, har har, funny joke. Anteater for sure. Yeah. Oboes and anteater, I'm 100% on that. We don't have any information about season 4, do we? Season 3, season 4, episode 3, season 4, episode 2. I mean, another possibility is that this is 8 episodes long. No, it's not. We know for a fact season 1, or season... Yeah, the final season has the same number of episodes as the first season. What if they're both 9? 9, 9. Then it's half the episodes. Season 3 is half the episodes of the first season. This would have to be 8 to compensate, right? 9, 9, 9. That gets us to 27. Yeah, 27. Then 33. Wait. What was the math previously on 10 and 10 and 5? 10 plus, okay, 19 plus 29 plus 39. If this is instead 9 and 9, then this has to get bumped up by 7, I think. Okay, I mean, I should just reevaluate my assumptions about the number, like the season counts. Final season, episode 8. Final episode of the series. I guess the final season's final episode could be episode 8, maybe. Okay, let's try episode 8. Let's just try 8 and 8. And then what? Shocking Death, season 3, episode 4. I mean, if I were to guess, like, well, let's just fudge these numbers here a little bit and see if that gets us anywhere. Currently it's 5, so 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 5 is 12. That gets us to... What is that? I guess we need to do this? No. 16 plus 25 plus 20. What? Yeah, first and final season, same number of episodes. Okay, if this has half the number of episodes, then that's 4 episodes in season 4. So then that's going to be 20 plus 9. Therefore, we need this to be 10, right? 8 plus 8 plus 4, 20, 29, 39. There are 39 episodes, right? Yeah, 39 episodes. The main character, Melody, is a tiger or zebra. Yeah. Seahorse. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. Cool. Well, now we can start looking at all the other clues around the house and figure out the directors and stuff. The name of the show's director is this person. Who is it? Okay. Yeah. This person is a director. We know that because it's a tasty and sweet project. We go back to the kitchen, and they say that they directed hit movies HP 1 and HP 2. That's Agatha Pope. Where are you? What? Then where's Agatha Pope? Huh? No, Agatha... No, not written by. Famous director of the hit movies HP1 and HP2. Oh, okay. Let's go into Grace's room and see which one's HP1, HP2. There we go. Harrison Plath. There we go. Agatha Pope was the writer of the book. My bad. Then, the show's writer is going back to Adrian's room. This guy here who has the bad writing from Calvin something. Calvin something. Calvin Summer, Calvin Salo, Calvin Sacon. Where can we find... I found absolutely zero trace of the cartoon existing, but who knows? There's a lot of guys by name. Maybe one of them knows something. Weird. Okay, that's probably a writer, though, with the last name S. And the show's lead voice actress. The show's lead voice actress. Where were there any other letters? Oh, there's some letters here. See my rake? Not relevant. I know what you're talking about with that M&M stuff. If you knew me or read my book, you know I can't be the person you're looking for. From MD. Who is MD? I don't recall there being an MD anywhere here. That's just more letters. Maybe in Grace's room. Boom or boom. No MD, no MD. Kitchen, perhaps? Any letters worth looking around at? I don't think so. Then let's jump back to the living room. What are you? Not relevant. Oh, wait. These are all... Oh, wait. This is so interesting. Oh, Meredith D'Souza. An implaceable voice. My life with selective... Oh, okay. So that's why she couldn't have been the lead voice, because she had selective mutism. So it's Meredith D'Souza. The name of the show's writer is... Well, there's Charlie Sacone right there. But it's not Charlie. It's Calvin. It's Calvin something. Calvin Sacone, Calvin Salo, Calvin Summer. Well, how do we have anything to do... How do we get to a conclusion from this guy who can barely write, you know? How do we work it out from there? CA Summer Air Conditioning. I think it's Calvin Summer. Yeah, okay, because it was Calvin and Summer Air Conditioning, CA. Under mysterious circumstances... what was her name again? It was Grace. Grace disappeared in... Let's go back to the missing poster. In 1959. Then, in 1962, I believe... Let's go back to Adrian's room and see when it's dated to. Yes, 62. Adrian and Beth discovered a broadcast of Melodies, a musical TV show that Grace was obsessed with. They researched but could not provide any proof that the TV show was ever aired in this world, in this country, was ever produced. Do we have any evidence? I mean, if she was murdered, then they wouldn't be like, oh, where did she go to? A made-up TV show, that's the one. Was ever aired. I mean, they say it's the only station in this country that's ever broadcasted, right? Yeah, they're the only house in the country that receives this broadcast. I have to find out why. And then he couldn't find any evidence or reason to believe that a TV show was ever actually aired. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I just had to go through the options. I knew the truth. I just had to figure out exactly what they wanted from me there. Signal level? Signal level? Whoa. Oh, there's a garage now? Oh my god, what's going on here? When I tried to use the signal booster in blank room, it howled like a banshee and made me trip and break a piece of furniture. The booster should not be used in that room. That, I believe, was in Adrian's room. Yeah, that's the furniture that broke. So in Adrian's room... the boosters in the blank and Adrian Blank's room should not be used. Is there a broken piece of furniture in Grace's room? No, only in Adrian's room. So it's only in Adrian and Beth's room. Let's go back to the garage and explore more about what's actually happening over here. It's a big machine. A beautiful painting. What's this? A small painting. To reach the signal source, activate... So that's the painting from the kitchen, and that's the painting up here from the garbage can. To reach the signal source, activate the machine, and then the signal boosters. Then begin in the westmost room of the house. Next, walk to the place with the lowest reading. Wait. Okay. We'll figure it out. What? That's so weird. What are they doing here? I'll have to parse that later. I can increase the volume of the signal with resonance boosters. With these, I should be able to increase the volume of the signal and maybe even reach the place of origin for this strange phenomena. I only have 2 of these devices, so I'll have to find which rooms to put them in. Luckily, I don't need one in blank, which is just as well, since it pains me so much to go in there these days. With any luck, maybe I'll see her again soon. Okay, so not in Grace's room. Oh, okay, so these are not activated. These 2 should not be activated. Oh, I don't know what any of this means. I just finished measuring the signal level. I'll write them down, each signal reading as a percentage, and then in every room of the house, I'll disguise these measurements as... Okay, well, that's 52 right here. They're all paintings. Right here, a painting, 52. So the garage has 52%. Let's head over to Adrian's room. It's hidden right there in 18%. Right there, 18. Nice. Then we go to Grace's room. Where is it hidden here? Not there. Not there. Is it somewhere in that? No, I don't think so. Is there a painting somewhere that I can use to do this? Is it possible this is the one that wound up outside? 34. Okay. 34. We'll figure out exactly what that means in a second. Oh, it was in, where was it? Wait, so then, if we go back to the garage... Okay. Okay, got it. There used to be paintings that hung in each room. This painting used to hang in the kitchen, so this one, the kitchen, should be 52, not the garage. Because the garage's reading is actually outside, because that square panel matches up with this guy right here. The garage is therefore, secretly, 34. Then we go to Grace's room, question mark, and we find another percentage here. Somewhere. Is this one 57? We'll go with that for now. Then finally, in the living room, we have this piece here that has... Oh, I can't quite read that. We're going to say 47, though I can't read it super well. Okay. Then, the boosters. Happiest day of my life. The wedding day. Dream vacation. Greece. Favorite color. I think it's the house's favorite color, which is orange. Because the tiger in her thing. then we gotta figure out the path we have to take to open the portal. To activate the machine, you need to begin in... Okay, let's go over here. Here. Activate the machine and the signal boosters. Then begin in the westmost room of the house. I have no idea how to figure out which one's the westmost room. God, who knows? Back to the garage. Walk to the place with the lowest reading. Which is going to be... Whoa, that's not the place with the lowest reading. Walk to the place with the lowest reading. But we have an 18 reading somewhere, don't we? That says 18. Is it turned upside down? It might be. And if it is, then it's 81. I think it is upside down. Yeah, because it can't be the lowest reading. Okay. So we go back to the garage. And we start here. With the lowest reading. So we go to the garage second. Go from the room with the lowest remaining signal reading to the highest. So then we go, what is the westmost room in the house? It's not the garage. It's not the garage. So then, westmost. How do I figure out which one is west? Oh, I get it. Going back to the kitchen. The sun faces towards the evening sunset, a pleasant view. That's the westmost room, because the sun sets in the west, and this is the kitchen. Oh, that's genius. Kitchen. Boom. Then, lowest remaining reading. Go back to the garage to confirm all this stuff. With the lowest remaining signal to the highest. Lowest remaining is the living room at 47. Then the bedroom. And finally, Grace's room. What boosters do we have to activate? We don't need one in Grace's room. We don't need one in the kitchen. We established previously the kitchen should not be where the booster's placed. Therefore, and because it's not going to be in the garage, will it be in the garage? No, it's not in Grace's room. It's not in the kitchen. Maybe it's in the kitchen. No. Dream Vacation is to Greece, right? Yeah, to Greece. Okay. And then the house's favorite color. Orange. Because it's a tiger. Dream Vacation, Greece. Happiest day of my life. Wedding day. Yeah, okay. Okay. So then what did I screw up? And where even are the boosters? It's not Grace's room. I think there was a notice about I tried to use the signal booster in blank room and held like a banshee and maybe trip. Okay, so it's not in Adrian. It's not in that ribbon. It's in the garage. then it's in the kitchen or the living room. I think the living room because the kitchen says do not put the booster here, which could mean don't put the booster like in that part of the room. Oh. I took the painting that used to be hung up in Grace's room. Ah, so that was in 58 then. I missed that envelope early. The painting in Grace's room done in 58, so we know that was 58. Let's go back through all the various paintings. This one is a square painting, which matches this painting here, which says 34. Garage is cleared. Next up is the bedroom, which cannot have the lowest because you do not start there. Or at least it can't be 18. Let's go back to the bedroom. Therefore, this one is flipped upside down, and this one has to be 81. Perfect. Next up, into the kitchen we go. The kitchen had a long, rectangular one there, which matches up perfectly with this guy here. 52. Nice. Then finally, daughter's room is 58. Garage has 34. How do I know that? Because the outside one. Right. Living room is 47 because that's just what the living room one says. That one's the most straightforward, at least to my knowledge and recollection. 47. I'm pretty sure that says 47. Favorite color is the house's favorite color, which is orange because of the tiger. Grease and wedding day. The boosters are in the living room and the garage. Begin in the kitchen, travel to the garage, living room. Let's go back here. Westmost room of the house, kitchen. Walk to place with the lowest reading, 34, which is the garage. Third and fourth rooms go from the room with the lowest remaining signal to the highest, which will be from the living room to Adrian's room, and then finally to Grace's room. Oh, what am I missing here? Let me go back to the kitchen and make sure my booster thing is not... Booster should not be placed here. Great, so the booster is just not in the kitchen. Cool. There's a thing in the living room. What was that about? There was the thing with... The thing she bought with her first paycheck. It said with the shape of a heart and used in the shop where you two first met. Probably a heart cookie cutter shape then, right? Oh, man. So what do I have wrong or something? Oh, wait. What? Then what's up with the weird deep burn marks? What? What do you mean there's deep burn marks there? What's that about? Wait, hold on. To reach the signal source, activate the machine and the signal boosters, then begin with the westmost room of the house. Then walk to the lowest reading. I imagine the final room would create a mark showing my passage into the source of the signal. I mean, does that mean that the last room is the living room? And then what? We don't do the living room. We do Grace's room into Adrian's room. What? But it's not the okay, fine. Believing they could find the truth behind Grace's disappearance, Adrian created a machine to transport to the signal source. We have activated the machine. To activate the machine, you need to begin in the kitchen, then travel to the garage, daughter's room, bedroom, and finally the living room. Follow the above activation steps and confirm that the machine works. Why am I confirming it? I thought it was Adrian's job to do it. Travel to the garage, then the daughter's room, then Adrian's room, and finally the living room. Who do you find the source of the signal? Oh, what is going on here? An old carriage house reclaimed by nature. Seems metallic, you're not sure what it is. Where does this go? Forward, please. A construction site in summer. The burning remnants of a plane crash. What is all this? What is all this? A skeleton clutching a handmade, well-loved stuffed tiger. Oh, it has to be Adrian, no one else. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no, he teleports there and then he finds the toy. He finds the toy of his kid. He doesn't even find her, he just finds the toy. He just finds the toy. Oh man. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. That was such a cool aesthetic for the game with the patchwork pictures and all of that stuff going on. The puzzles were good. I got stumped on a few things there, but I think a lot of those me jumping to conclusions as opposed to bad puzzle design. Yeah, thank you Matthew, Dylan, Rachel, Backspace, and Iat for the game. If you want to check it out yourself, be sure to check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. That got me. I don't know why that ending just got me so bad. All that work that we went through and all he went through. And to bring some closure, I guess. But at the same time, nothing good will come of this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, enjoy yourself.